care what happens to Dahmer. Like, many of us were essayed as children, and a lot of things happen to a lot of us, right? So it really I don't have a lot of empathy.
You're gonna love this one
for narcissists. I don't. Because there's many of us. I'm actually doing some research about something. And I was talking to my goddaughter, who is a clinical therapist, and I was talking about the study that linked being SA'd to becoming an SA'er, and how that ideology has become very dangerous. Because if you do the math don't be mathing. And here's what I mean. There are far more SA survivors who do not become SA'ers than there are that do become. And so the study in and of itself becomes when it's like, so why aren't the majority of people who have been SA'd turning into SA'ers, and only this fraction of people who decide
share, y'all. Get to the 4 years.
So I'm actually studying and looking into this ideology that we've got, and where that article came from, and how we even got to saying this thing. Because then it puts us in a place to have empathy for something that's not empathetic. Because there's so many of us walking out here in the world, especially women, who have, especially women. I say especially women because the vast majority of the essay is done by men. But there is victims of SA that do not become SA'ers than the other way around. And so it took me to become SA'ers than the other way around. And so it took me to a place where I was like, let me look at this. Let me look at this study. Let me dig deep into this. Narcissistic Western therapists exist too. Facts, they do. And this is also how I feel about narcissism, where we are trained to have empathy for something that doesn't deserve empathy. And not only doesn't deserve empathy, but when given empathy, becomes very dangerous. So yeah, we can understand history, and we can say, this happened. But if that was the case, then all of us, many of us, including myself, would have every reason and justification to be whatever it is that, we chose to be. Empathy for a night is narcissist is like nightmare fuel. It is. It absolutely is.
Yes, it is.
Hey, Jade. We're talking about narcissism
earlier.
We're talking about narcissism and narcissistic behavior and tendencies. Doing a series on narcissism, and I started tonight with.
So there's that girl.
I started tonight talking about the communal narcissists because for
they're
me,
friends. She subscribed.
One of the most stealth.
Oh, I can't move it on this one's recording. But she subscribed to Voodoobae.
They feed off your empathy because they don't possess anything.
Someone take Lady Wolf's phone.
Empathy and energy, they coincide with each other. Education system, medical field, churches, government, I feel fueled by narcissism. Facts, and the military. The fact that I don't choose lives that come from death that needs the truth.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Education system, medical field, churches, government, I feel fueled by narcissism. Facts, and the military.
I
say. Don't choose lives that come from death that needs the truth.
Mm-hmm. She just described I speak. I think she was throwing subs.
Also very
You'll be able to go subscriber only on Monday.
On the empathy of others. They do. They feel themselves on the empathy of others. They mimic.
Money big time.
Etc. Etc.
Followers big time.
But it becomes, as messed up as this may be, we have a responsibility to self to become very educated in these things, so that we can be able to identify them when we see them. We owe that to ourselves, to study these things, to learn as much as we can. That's the beauty of the internet, babes.
You heard that? Study these things.
Huh?
You heard that? Said we need to study these things. Use the internet. You know, where people go live and spill their guts every day.
That allows us to learn and protect ourselves from them. Natural empaths need to protect their energy and ground themselves. I'm gonna say a little bit about empaths and the idea of empaths. I want y'all to understand something about empath. Empath is a starting place, not a destination. If you identify as an empath, I would strongly say get very grounded and develop your spiritual gifts, because the identity of an empath is very much in the spiritual realm, in the spiritual world. It is a place to grow from, because you should never be a victim of your
Yes, 2K shares.
If you are being overwhelmed,
it only shows one on my side. Thank y'all.
If you are being overwhelmed by the emotions of others, you are at an infancy stage in your spiritual development, and you need to let go of the identity of an empath and understand that you are at the beginning and grow from there.
I just want to stop right here. Mika says, I think she's upset. She seemed bothered and uncomfortable the whole time. Now, mind you, this live happened after the live where Trina was in the box with Patrick and I Speak, and they were trying to sex worker shame her. And they all came in and rushed her and said all those fucked up ass deviant shit they said. And I have part of a lot that I have that live too, but this came after that. And Trina is cool with Voodoobae. And on a live today, Trina said she does not know why Voodoobae is friends with them. And I have that in 4K, and I'll be running that footage tomorrow.
Being an empath, it is not the place that you want to stay stuck in.
So she's coming out the box with I Speak. She was in a panel. She left the panel. And then she came on live a little bit later. And this is how she was. The Trina chick that's Trina Dahlia, I think.
That whole live was fucked up because I distinctively remember that live that I Speak did with Slim, and his ideas and views were absolutely opposite of what the fuck he was saying in that live with that Trina girl. That shit was so fucking disgusting. But I just want to point that out. Huh?
Slim came out the closet today.
Oh,
you mean like, wait, what you mean? Okay, wait,
yes,
which closet?
There's only one
which
closet.
There's only one closet.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't want to do this live.
Okay, I'm thrown off because what?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Oh my God, I missed so much today. Oh my God. Girl, press play.
It is a place that you want to grow from. Let me see.
Slim came out the closet today.
Do you have suggestions about how to identify your spiritual gifts? I do. It depends on which spiritual gifts you're talking about. My suggestion is always to get around elders that have developed the same gifts that you feel you have. That's always my go-to. Get around people who are where you want to be. Get around priests and priestesses that are doing the thing that you want to be doing, that are developed in the areas that you want.
Yeah, he came out on his own live first, but we're talking about for the panel.
Get help from a therapist, from a priest. I wish I could find elders, honestly. What's stopping you? What's stopping you? We out here.
Munbo says, I heard he say he slept with a trans, I'm not saying that word. It is a trans person, not that word. But didn't like it.
That's
That don't
not even the
sound
word.
right.
That
That don't
says
sound
tyranny.
like,
That's oh
hold
Lord.
on. That don't sound like he's coming out the closet. Well, you didn't hear the rest of what he said when he said he had queer experiences. So you go back and do your research, because I did mine. And don't call her sweetie.
And don't use that fucking word. That's not
white.
a nice
You're
word,
a ghost.
though, Mystic Mom. Like,
you look white. You're a ghost. You can just watch the live now.
Is way better than the word you tried to type.
That one that can't I'm not worried about her. And if anybody sees any trolls, y'all, my mom already know what.
That's when she knew I was watching.
I'm not choosing children to supply when I stop reacting to triggers. A narc will do anything and use anything, including their children, to gain supply. And there are techniques and things that you can learn to do and how to deal with them. One of the first things that I will tell anybody that's dealing with a narc, record everything. Everything.
And they wonder why
I
record everything.
Very, very much like in order.
I do.
Keep it organized.
I do.
Record every conversation.
I do.
Keep it dated.
I do.
Title.
I do.
Every text message.
Yep.
File it.
Yep.
Keep a record
Yep.
of it. Not just in your phone. Make a physical record of every interaction.
They wonder why I record.
Every conversation. Everything. One thing about a narc. The truth is not the truth unless you can prove it. And trust me, they are keeping receipts. And they're going to eliminate the receipts that they don't want. They're going to put in what they
Oh, she's talking about the narcissist.
do want. They're going to mesh them together. They're going to do whatever they got to do. They're going to do all of that to make you look crazy. And if you don't have the receipts filed in order,
that's already to the point.
It don't even matter. So if you are dealing with a narcissist, keep every receipt. Do not have a conversation that you do not record. When you record that conversation, keep them in consecutive order. Keep the text messages in consecutive order. If you can get them to communicate in writing, even better.
She was just talking about
every single
20 months before I started the live.
Don't have communication that can't be documented without with the narc. Do you feel narc can reform? No, they cannot. That is medically stated. That is medically stated. The narcissist cannot reform.
Dry snitching.
Yes, and writing is always the best. But if you have to communicate with them verbally, initiated into Santeria or Palo. I'm not initiated into Santeria. I am a traditional East
I thought I was recording like 20 minutes of it.
Yes, I'm scratched.
I'm mad about that. Well, not mad. No matter, but I wish I would have gotten that.
My ex-narc was mad when we had to use a court word after text. Of course, because they don't want to be documented. They don't. Wait till y'all.
Don't want to be documented.
Speaking on themselves, and they're so jealous of other people, it makes them feel better to put other people down. Yes, she was
Right.
enjoyable.
She said it didn't have an alarm.
I was
I
wondering
don't
why
think that car
Beep,
did.
beep, beep.
it made sense to me. It
I
makes
mean,
sense.
I would not drive it because I'm as a
Beep, beep.
52-year-old woman. I would not have been driving that car.
She
Okay,
said I
but
would
butter,
not.
hold on, butter. Was it
But
a
no, I don't
sporty?
want to
Was it
sound like I'm
sporty?
like I think. No, no.
It, like it really makes sense why all of them got
I feel
mad.
like Butter trying to be respectful and just not
I
call
am.
it.
I really because there's people out there
Exactly,
that
chirp,
really
chirp.
are struggling, and like that car to them would be like, oh my God, I got a car to drive. So I'm not trying to
Right.
downplay her car. I'm just trying to not downplay her, but I'm just trying to show y'all that
Well,
people will
humble
talk
her
stuff
because
about
she the
others.
one up here talking like she better than everybody. Like,
Right.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I'm trying to bring out. Like certain
humble
people are
yourself,
talking down
baby. You
about
ain't
people, and they're
doing
not
that
doing
that
any better
great.
than people.
That
Right.
Huh?
At all.
it made
Right.
sense why
I
she
was
got
just saying
mad.
that. I just take it as you trying to humble her. Like, baby, come. Like you're not better than nobody. Like, humble yourself. Like that's the thing. Like they get on this app and they try to make people. They try to make people idolize them. They try to make people. That's why I said some people want haters. I spoke about this a while ago. Like, just think to yourself, like, why would you really want a hater? Why would you want someone so obsessed with you that they begin to hate you? That is some weird shit to want haters. But the truth of the matter is a lot of people do because that's the only way they feel whole. And that's what them people want. They want people to idolize them. They want people to hate on them. They want people to envy them and be jealous of them so that they can feel good about themselves. Humble yourself. Like, you're no better than anybody else.
So now
So
that I
I don't
done put
even
that
take this
out,
as nobody trying to put her down, but this is like really just showing her who she is. Like for real, like you talking down on people and you showed up to the Blammies and the motherfucking hoopty girl. Like, come on. Then I know your ass was hot. I mean, you look good.
She
She
had a
looked good.
fur
Like, don't
on.
get me wrong. But I know
Yeah,
her
she
armpits
did.
was sweaty
she
as
looked
fuck
like
because it looked like it was hot as shit in there. And
she
Louis
looked
she
like
up in there
Vuitton
with fur
bag,
on.
everything else, but the car don't match. I don't even.
now that I put that out there, I'm sure they're gonna like try to recall
Mm-hmm.
it when they look all your information up and put you out there.
Right.
So I'm gonna put myself out there. Yes, I have been arrested. It was recently because I caught my husband in a hotel room with that pastor woman, and
Oh, shit.
she
Okay.
reported
I'm
me and
going
said
on.
I stalked and harassed her, and because I put a video up her on TikTok, she said I was stalking and harassing her and calling her, and she had me arrested falsely, and they dropped the charges, but I still was arrested. And once that's out there, that's out there. But so they could put that out there if they want to. But I do live in a 3-story house that's in my name with 6 bedrooms, so they can't take that away from me.
I know that's
Mm.
right.
Right.
But yeah,
Okay.
All
They
that because
finna get
she
what
drive
they
a
deserve
hoopty.
anyway. All of them.
but I know they're
It's
gonna dox
coming.
me because I said that. So that's the only thing they're
Right.
gonna find on me, and that recently happened like a year ago or 2 years. But I
You
had
know,
never been arrested
you
before.
driving a Mercedes. You think you care? I don't think you care.
Right.
But the lady
Right.
lied on
And you
me and
got a
had me
6-bedroom
arrested.
house.
Right. In a
Queens.
6-bedroom house. Who would care? Like, Voodoobae
Right.
showed up to the Blammies in a fucking hoopty.
I just want to know, was it a prelude?
Like,
I don't
Like her,
know, but
her car wouldn't even look right in your driveway. She can't
I
even
bought
pull up
all
to your
my kids
house.
their first car, and it did not look like her car.
She pull up to your
I
neighborhood. She getting pulled
mean,
over. No, she.
we,
All right, so
So
this is the video they have of me.
Okay, well, bye.
Bye,
Thank you,
butter.
I'm
thank you,
the
butter.
beautiful.
I
queen.
love you, queen. I love us.
Right. Thank you
I
for the
love y'all.
intel.
Appreciate the
Yeah.
intel. Not the bay
Right.
in the hoopty. Not the bay in the
Right.
hoopty.
Dr. Mag is in the
Right.
backfires coming out of her car. Wow. It should sound
Yeah.
like
No,
fucking.
I think her car runs good. It's just an older
I was
car.
just joking. I thought it smoked
Well,
the car.
I mean, I guess it may not have been older. It's just Yeah, it was older. I ain't gonna go there. It was older.
She has tried so hard not to like really disrespect this child car, but obviously the
Because I
car was
know there's people
disrespectful
on
on
here.
its own.
They may have an older car on here, and I just don't want to take that away from them because maybe that's the best that
It
they
ain't
can
even
have.
about the
But they're not
car.
on
That's what
here
we're saying.
downing
It's not
somebody
about the car. It's
about their
Right.
her.
car.
It's her.
Yeah.
A
She
little
come on this
flatter.
joint telling people to get it back and all this other nonsense, all this patriarchal bullshit she talk all the time, man. Come on, man. She deserve every bit of it. It's karma.
But y'all might help her get a new car now with all this TikTok and all these views.
Please, her page is trash. She knows trash.
Yeah.
Especially if they all talking about going to subscription subscriber only lives. Yeah, they about to cut their money in half. They working for $2 an hour. I'm rounding down. I'm telling you, I'm gonna keep rounding down. $2,
If you find out people
You
don't really
can't
like
keep
them that
taking the
much.
10 cents away from them, Blaze. You can't do
They're
that.
not getting that 10 cents. That's taxes.
They already got taxes. They're getting $2.10.
No, I'm king around here. We running taxes on them. I'm sorry. They got
Well,
to
you
pay
can
the
run tax
tax.
on me. I'm good. I mean,
No, we ain't.
I wait. I don't even have to get out of bed. I'm going to get a check every month. Y'all know I'm retired military, so and
Listen,
I'm disabled, so I'm a disabled vet.
you already had me with the Benz in the house, so I'm good. I already
And guess
knew
what? And
what up.
I bought my house first before I got my Benz, so I could drive my Benz in my 3-car garage.
I know that's right. Hey.
Girl.
I would not have a Benz sitting outside.
Hey,
I understand why people do that. They'll buy a Benz and have it sitting outside. It's like and live in like a little bitty house. Like their car payment's more than where they live.
The house and then priorities.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
So
younger
I ain't gonna let them
generation.
come for me for that. They could come about me getting arrested, but
Man, please. How they
I
built my
don't have
house?
a
They ain't
record.
even worth all that.
Nope. Sure
But you
ain't.
know they're gonna dox me. And my
This
arrest
app,
picture
man.
was horrible because I had bronchitis and I just had surgery. It was horrible, y'all.
Well, you sound better. I'm glad to know you're healing.
Yeah, it was so bad that after that I tried to commit suicide. That's how bad it was.
Wow.
Oh,
But
no.
anyway, I don't
Well,
mean to
I'm
be a Debbie
glad.
Downer all the
I'm
time
happy
though.
you're here.
Right?
Yeah.
You here with us, Queen?
Okay. Bye.
Thank you, Queen.
Thank you guys.
you're welcome, baby. Thank you.